Hello, my name is Karlene Agard. I'm from ARAVUN. I'm here today with Elise Stevens, who is an advocate for women in project management, and she's also passionate about good stakeholder engagement. So why should we have a stakeholder register and not just keep it in our heads like you so often see on projects?
Well, it's really important to have a stakeholder register because you might forget someone. And a stakeholder register is so much more than just a list of names and where they work and what their influence or interest in the project is. It actually should be about understanding who they are and what their interest in the projects are, what they view the project as, and keeping track of what's going on with this particular person in the organisation, so you get a real well-rounded view of what this person is doing within the organisation or external to the organisation. And the reason it's important to know all this information is so that you can really keep abreast of what's going on. Things change, especially on major projects. You know, these things take many years to do, and if you're not updating your stakeholder register with more intel that you gather from yourself or from your colleagues or from other members of the project team, then you're not really keeping on track with what's going on. And, you know, I don't know about you, Karlene, but I always find that, you know, people's interest in project is a bit like a sinus wave. You know, sometimes they're interested, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're cranky about the project, and things change. It's a very dynamic, fluid environment. So keeping all this stuff in your head, especially on a major project where you can have, you know, however many hundreds of stakeholders, is how can you keep that much information and be current? So having a good, concise stakeholder register helps you understand your stakeholders better, anticipate issues that may come along, but also help you manage the project better.
Great. I totally agree. And another thing that I think we tend to see is that it's difficult for organisations to hold on to knowledge. So if you've got a stakeholder register, then you're able to keep that corporate knowledge. So when people move on or they're just assigned to a specific phase of the project, you don't lose that information on the project. Great. Well, thanks.
That's all right. Thank you.